Hello, I'm Simon Whistler. You're watching the Today I Found Out YouTube channel, and in the video today we're looking at why the toilet is commonly called the crapper. It all started with US soldiers stationed in England during World War I. The toilets in England at the time were predominantly made by the company Crapper Co Ltd, with the company's name appearing on the toilets. The soldiers took to calling the toilets the crapper and brought that slang term for the toilet back with them to the United States. If you're wondering, the word crap does not derive from crapper. While the origins of the word crap are not entirely known, it is known that it was commonly used in England to refer to rubbish or chaff, but fell out of use in the 16th century, long before Thomas Crapper and his company came along. The term crap was still used somewhat in America though, originally coming over before the slang term died out in England, and it is thought that one of the reasons American soldiers seemed to universally take to calling the toilet the crapper is that they found it funny, with crap meaning something to the effect of refuse, and that most of the cisterns and toilets in England were stamped with Crapper Co Ltd. It was ironical to them, though it was lost on the English, who had long since stopped using the term crap. As for why the toilet is sometimes called a John, the term is thought to derive from Sir John Harrington, or at the least to have been popularized due to Harrington. There are a few references of the toilet being called Cousin John, as well as many references to it being called Jake and other such generic names before Harrington was born, but it is generally agreed that why we now call it John is because of Harrington and not from the old Cousin John. Sir John Harrington lived in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Harrington was one of the 102 godchildren of Queen Elizabeth I, known as the saucy godson for his proclivity to write somewhat risque poetry and other such things, which often got him banished from England, only to be allowed to return again sometime later. Along with writing several notable works, Harrington also devised one of Britain's first flushing toilets, which he called the Ajax. This name derives from the term Jakes, which was a slang term for what we now call a toilet. Shortly thereafter, Harrington wrote one of his more famous and popular works, titled A New Discourse Upon a Stale Subject, The Metamorphosis of Ajax. This on the surface was about his new invention, but more to the point was a political allegory on the stercus excrement that was poisoning the state. The book got him banished from the court for a time due to its allusions to the Earl of Leicester. However, the actual flushing toilet device was real and was installed in his home, and around 1596 one was made for the Queen. The device worked by pulling a cord that would allow water to rush in from the water closet, which would flush away the waste. Although Harrington wasn't by any means the first to invent a flushing toilet, there are references to flushing toilets going all the way back to around 2600 BC, his invention was an innovation in Britain at the time, and it was commonly thought that he was the inventor of the flushing toilet, which is, even today, why it is sometimes called a John. Now for a bonus fact. The founder of the company, Thomas Crapper, born around 1836 and died in 1910, was a famous plumber, at least as famous as plumbers can be. He was the official plumber of a few individuals of the royal family of the day and owned one of the larger plumbing companies in England. So I really hope you enjoyed that video about the crapper. If you did, well, maybe you don't know, but I also host a top 10 channel called Top 10's Net. We have a video that I think you might enjoy if you enjoy this one. It's called the Top 10 Things That Haven't Changed in the Last 100 Years, and spoiler alert, one of them is the toilet, so that's where the link is coming in. But if you like the kind of videos that we make here at Today I Found Out, you'll probably also really like the videos that I make on Top 10s. Maybe you didn't know I had a channel, so there it is. All you have to do is click on that video over there on the right, and you'll be taken to watch the top 10 video. And also you can click on the round thing to subscribe to that channel if you so fancy. So I hope you go and check that out, and thank you for watching.